Coach, from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. On first down, Haynes. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Watch the pass.
They'll try the left side. It's Haynes, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second down at the 8-yard line.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
You better break it.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Devin Bush in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go right here now.
Go, go.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You ain't doing nothing today.
Rock it.
Check three.
Hey, Delta.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses.
Shoot.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Now a give right side. It's Haynes. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 36-yard line.
Got it.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Hey, man. Hey, man.
Hey, high 7. 5.
Looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Yeah. Say go.
They'll try the left side. It's Haynes, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Ready up.
The Mike. 58 the Mike. Night, sweetheart.
Ready.
They'll drop the throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Devin Bush racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Check 48 the Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
You got it.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Let's go, D.
Go.
Right here, guys. Fight. 51. Mike 51.
On second down, this is Harris. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Hey, Haywood!
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
Here we go, set, 60 Pittsburgh.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike 51.
On first and 10, Bradshaw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Let's go now.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
Right. Get it.
Back to throw. Bradshaw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Hey, let's go, team. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
50, plant.
Got one. Double time. Hey,
Hey, Charlie.
check 48. The money.
Now.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Let's go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All day, defense. All day. Check. Press down.
Hey, let's go. 5.
2nd and long.
Let's go, team.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go. 60 or.
Double tight. You got 3 down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the slip.
Ready.
Now a give right side. It's Haynes, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Strip that ball.
Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
On the ready.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Johnson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I got you, boy.
2nd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On the set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
Yeah, let's go second.
Get it.
On first down, Bradshaw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
61, max box, light. Shoot.
From the gun, Bradshaw gets around him. It's brought in by Harris. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, here we go.
Pilot, 64, reach.
Kill, turn up.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
We got it. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Go.
To throw on third down, Bradshaw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bradshaw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He spins free, shifts by him, and he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Ready.
They'll try the left side. Haynes. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Haynes, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Strong ride.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. He finds Hopkins complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Protein spill.
Check 13. Check 13.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to run now. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the Texans have retaken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
You ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Snap.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf. Hey, Orbit.
Mike 51, Mike 51. He can't hang.
5.
To throw on second down, Bradshaw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Let's go now.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Yep.
Go now. Go, Mike 51, Mike.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Harris. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pittsburgh.
Check.
Smooth. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Kill. Check 15.
X3. 218. Chop. Big trip.
They'll run again with Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bradshaw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
One quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
54! Mark 55! Mark 55!
A first throw now for the backup Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable now for Woodson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready to break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
60 outlaw.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
5.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
18 Gator. Hey. Let go.
On 1st down, Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Texans 9.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Watson now to throw. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Keep playing hard, fellas. Let's get it.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, wahoo!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Set up. 10 logo. Come on, team.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yes, yes. Reset.
They run with Harris, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Shoot.
From the gun, Bradshaw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert flare. 24. 58, right over there. Yeah, look small. 58, right there. I know he ain't got it.
Here we go on 4th. Watson going right side here, and that's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Got it. 48 Mike. General West. Here we go. Now.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And some room to work. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Watson now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From his goal line here, Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. On 3rd down, it's Haynes. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Powerful running. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now Watson. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Steelers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies, women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard, go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Wings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I got power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat.